You try to change your whole life in one dramatic move. Big goals, extreme routines, a brand new diet. That whole new year, new me energy surging through you. You wake up early, you build fresh habits, you drag yourself to the gym, and you promise yourself that this time it's different. This time you'll actually stay consistent. And then, after about a week, everything quietly slides right back to the way it was before. Frustrating, isn't it? You start to wonder if something is wrong with you. But here's the strange part. In Japan, people seem calm, focused, quietly purposeful, and they're not pushing anywhere near as hard as we are. Their streets are spotless, their trains run on time. They live among the longest lives on the entire planet. So what's really going on here? Is it genetics? Some kind of superhuman discipline? A secret Zen lifestyle passed down through generations? Or is it possible that we've simply been doing this whole habit thing wrong from the very beginning? Welcome back, where we take big ideas and make them simple. Today, we're diving into the tiny Japanese habits that create enormous changes in your life. Not through motivation, not through willpower, but through actions so small your brain never even thinks to resist them. And don't worry, you don't need to move to Tokyo or follow some strict, rigid routine to make this work. I've already done the digging for you. Here are 8 science-backed Japanese micro-habits that can make your life calmer, cleaner, healthier, and far more consistent, without forcing the kind of big, painful changes you'll abandon in a week. Let's break them down one by one, and yes, you can start today. Habit 1. Kaizen, the power of 1% progress. The first tiny habit is Kaizen, which simply means continuous improvement. Not the dramatic new me overhaul that falls apart within a month, but simply getting 1% better each and every day. This is the exact mindset that helped Toyota become one of the most successful car companies in the entire world. Not by making giant, sweeping changes, but by asking every worker, every single day, to improve just one small thing. Maybe a step gets 1 second faster. Maybe a tool moves a little closer to the hand. Maybe a wasted motion disappears completely. On its own, it looks like almost nothing. But repeated every day, for months, for years, the results become absolutely massive. And this isn't just for factories and assembly lines. It works in your life too. Want to get in shape? Don't force yourself into a full hour at the gym. Just do 1 push-up. 1. It's so easy that you can't possibly talk yourself out of it. Do 1. Then maybe 5. Then 10. And before you even realize what's happening, it's a habit. Want to read more? Don't try to read for an hour straight. Just read 1 page. 1 page feels like nothing at all, but 1 page a day adds up to 365 pages a year. That's more than most people read in 5 whole years. Kaizen takes the pressure off. It makes progress so small that your brain simply stops fighting it. Until one day, the results are impossible to ignore. Because the goal was never to transform overnight. The goal is to never stop moving forward. Because consistency always beats intensity. Habit 2. Ikigai, your reason for being. Ikigai means your reason to get out of bed in the morning. The one thing that makes life feel genuinely worth living. In Okinawa, where people often live past 100, almost everyone has a clear, quiet Ikigai. Researchers believe that deep sense of purpose keeps them healthier and happier for far, far longer. And your Ikigai doesn't have to be something huge or world-changing. It can be gardening, teaching, time spent with family, making something with your own 2 hands. Small purpose, big effect. To find it, Japan uses 4 simple questions. What do you love? What are you good at? What does the world need? And what can you be paid for? Where all 4 of those overlap, that's your Ikigai. You don't need to have the answer figured out today. Just start asking yourself these questions. That's how it begins. Habit 3. Hara Hachibu, the 80% rule. Instead of eating until they're completely uncomfortably full, people in Okinawa stop at around 80%. Neuroscientists say your stomach takes about 20 minutes to actually tell your brain that it's full. So stopping a little early quietly prevents you from overeating without even trying. This one small habit lowers inflammation, steadies your energy through the day, and is strongly linked to a longer life. At your very next meal, pause halfway through. Check in with your body. If you feel satisfied, stop. Don't let a clean plate decide what your body actually needs. Habit 4. Shinrin Yoku, nature as medicine. In Japan, doctors literally prescribe forest bathing because time in nature genuinely heals the body. Trees release protective compounds called phytoncides that lower your cortisol, ease your anxiety, and strengthen your immune system. And here's the good news. You don't need a real, remote forest to feel it. A green park, a tree-lined street, a small, quiet garden, all of it counts. Slow down and notice the moss, the stone, the texture of the leaves under your fingers. Even 10 minutes is enough to shift your nervous system out of stress and into recovery. Habit 5. Wabi-sabi, beauty in imperfection. In Japanese culture, a crack in a teacup shows that it's been loved. A scratched table shows moments that were shared around it. A wrinkle shows a life that was fully lived. Perfectionism, on the other hand, quietly drains your happiness and feeds an endless cycle of comparison. Wabi-sabi gently reminds you that progress is messy and that your flaws are proof that you're growing. When you finally stop demanding perfection from yourself, you free up the energy to actually go out and live. So ask yourself, what can I appreciate in this moment, exactly as it is, right now? Habit 6. Gaman, strength in quiet resilience. Gaman means facing hardship with dignity, not pretending you're fine when you're not, but choosing not to give in and collapse under the struggle. Psychologists call this emotional resilience, the ability to keep going without letting your hardship become your entire identity. Instead of asking, "Why me? Why does this always happen to me?" Gaman simply says, "I can handle this." It's calm, steady strength, with no audience needed and nothing to prove. Habit 7. Omoyari, thoughtfulness toward others. Nobody has to be told. Japan stays remarkably clean, not because of strict rules and heavy fines, but because people genuinely think about others before they act. They lower their voices in public. They tidy up shared spaces without being asked. They go out of their way to avoid causing inconvenience to strangers. And research shows that this kind of considerate, thoughtful behavior actually boosts your own happiness too, releasing oxytocin, the bonding hormone. So, the next time you're in a shared space, just ask yourself one thing. Can I make this a little better for the next person? Tiny consideration creates big harmony. Habit 8. Kintsugi, turning scars into strength. When something precious breaks in Japan, they repair the cracks with gold, to highlight them, not to hide them away. Kintsugi teaches that the very moments that break you, the heartbreak, the rejection, the failure that knocked you down, can become the most valuable parts of your entire story. Healing doesn't erase the past, it transforms it into something beautiful. Your scars are proof of your courage. Don't hide them, honor them. These 8 tiny habits aren't shortcuts, and they were never meant to be. They're foundations. Kaizen for steady progress, Ikigai for purpose, Hara Hachi Bu for health, Shinrin Yoku for calm, Wabi Sabi to finally end perfectionism, Gaman for quiet strength, Omoyari for real connection, and Kintsugi to let your flaws shine like gold. So choose just one, start tiny, and repeat it tomorrow. Which one will you begin with? Tell me down in the comments and subscribe for more science-backed habits that make success feel effortless.